Hello everyone, this is your host, Artist of Anime, and hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Rant Show. I am your host, Adam, also known as N7 Karu, and Artist of Anime. Let's get into things, shall we? Alright, this time around, I wanted to talk about two different things, both dealing with video games. First thing I want to touch on is a video game that at least some of you should be familiar with, and that is called RockBand. RockBand is, for those of you who don't know what RockBand is is an awesome game, kind of like Guitar Hero, but still its own game. You go around playing songs through drum set, guitar, or microphone, or if you got the keyboard for Rock Band 3, now a keyboard. I've played all three games, and to be honest, I've been huge fans of the first and second game, not so much the third. And here's pretty much why. Okay, the first and second game, for those of you who've played it, it has, I'm not going to say it really has a storyline, but it has its own storyline-ish thing to it. You know, you go through, you play at these cities, at these countries and stuff, and along the way you acquire like your own van, then you upgrade from the van to the tour bus, and from the tour bus to the jet thing, and then you can also hire like your own staff and stuff like that. So in a way, it has its own storyline. I liked that about the game, and I also liked all the songs that you could download and the songs that came with it, the songs you could unlock, so on and so forth. I love that about the game. What I did not like about Rock Band 3 was the fact that it pretty much had none of that. All you pretty much did, for those of you who've played it, all you pretty much do is just go through straight songs. There's no, like a mystery set list, make a set list. There's no, you first travel to Amsterdam, you first travel to Rome, you first travel to wherever. There is none of that. You pretty much just click one thing and go through a list of songs. So that's it. There's no airline, no bus, no van, no nothing. And that kind of upset me about the game, because that was one of the things I liked about Rock Band 1 and 2. The one thing I did like about Rock Band 3 was the fact that before you started a song, I'm into little details about certain games. And one of the little details that I actually liked about Rock Band 3 was that before you started a song, it actually showed your group or your band getting ready. Like, I think like the singer hurries up and drops a bottle of water and comes up to the mic, and just something simple like that. I'm into little details. I liked that about Rock Band 3. That was about the only thing I liked about Rock Band 3. The reason why I bring all this up is because I am hoping, I haven't heard anything about it yet. If someone's heard something, please leave a comment below telling me what's going on, or a link to an article or something. But as far as I've heard, I haven't heard anything about this yet, so I'm hoping that they actually do this in the near future, especially when the new game systems come out. I'm hoping that they come out with another Rock Band 4, for the new systems come out, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Which, if they do, I'm probably going to get it for PlayStation 4. But I'm wishing they would come out with another Rock Band, because besides Rock Band 3, I love the Rock Band games. I still have and play Rock Band 2. I have Rock Band 1. I haven't touched that in a while, but I'm still stuck on Rock Band 2. And I've probably beat it like 5 times already. I want them to come out with another Rock Band. I love the game. I love the different songs you can do. Like I said, I'm into little details, so I love everything about the game, except for, Rock Band 3. And I'm hoping they come out with a Rock Band 4. And if somehow the creators of Rock Band watch this video, which I doubt it, but if somehow you do, please take my advice and put what I'm about to announce into this game. Because if you don't, it's probably going to suck like Rock Band 3 did. please, 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 if you make a Rock Band 4, make it like the first two. What I mean by that is, like I said before, you know, the half-ish like storyline you had in the first two games. Make it to where you travel to different cities. Make it to where you can, along the lines, you first, you know, get the van for your band, and then you get the, you know, the tour bus, and then you get that airliner, and then you also can get like your managers or whatever they're called. You can hire them. Put all that in the fourth game. That is one of the things I loved about, like I said, about 1 and 2. But one thing I will say that you take from 3 and put it in 4 is, like I said, that little, you know, like side bit where it showed like your band getting ready before the song. I love that about the game. Like I said, I'm into the little details of certain games. I would love it if you did that for the game. I really would. Besides that, song choice wise, I love the fact that you can put, like, you know, that you can play like older songs on the thing, like, you know, you can play Ozzy Osbourne songs, you can play all the old, a whole bunch of old songs, like Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi. You can play what's another one? You can play Eye of the Tiger. You can play, like, I love that. But I also wish that you could put more the newer songs in there, like some of the songs that have come out recently by, you know, Five Finger Death Punch, you know, by songs from bands like heck, if you were able to somehow put some of Limp Bizkit's songs in there, I'd flip. I'd love it, because Limp Bizkit's one of my favorite bands. If you were able to somehow even put, I know they really ain't like rockish type songs, but if somehow you were able to put, you know, even some K-pop and J-pop songs in there, I'd probably flip over that in a good way. But getting back on subject, if you can put like songs by Five Finger Death Punch, like what's one of their songs that they're like 100 Ways to Hate, that'd be awesome. If you put songs from Rob Zombie, like Mars Needs Women, or something like that, or from his, or some of the songs from his new movie that came out on DVD recently, or if you even put songs by Bullet for My Valentine up there, or by In This Moment, especially off a lot of songs after this recent CD, that'd be awesome. Just, you know, an idea. Like I said, I love the fact that you can put, that you can play a lot of the old songs, but if you make a 4, please put, you know, newer songs in there too. So yeah, pretty much, if you just put, if you just make a Rock Band 4, just for a recap, make it like Rock Band 1 and 2 with the type of storyline these things had, where you travel to different cities, you know, get the tour bus, all that, and the manager, all that stuff. Put the little tidbits of 3 in there, where, you know, it shows like your band get ready before the song and all that, and put not only some more older songs in there, but some newer ones too, from like In This Moment, Bullet for My Valentine, Five Finger Death Punch, Limp Bizkit, whoever, and Kid Rock, him too. So yeah, please, if you make Rock Band 4, if somehow you watch this video, please take my advice, and yeah, just please make a Rock Band 4 in general, because I think you should make another one. Now that I covered about that, there is one more rant, or whatever you want to call it, thing I wanted to cover about another game, and that is DefJam. For all of these that are familiar with the game, it came out, their first 2 games came out for the PS2. There was DefJam, and then there was DefJam Fight for New York. Then they came out with DefJam Icon, which, you know, it's like the 3rd game for that. which pretty much like the RockBand games. The first two were great. The third, DefJam Icon, I'm sorry, this is my opinion, but it sucked. It sucked. I loved DefJam 1. Probably the better out of the three for me was DefJam 2, Fight for New York. Because it had a really good storyline, and I just loved everything about the game. The one thing I did like about DefJam 1 that I wish they would put in 2 is, if you recall, for all of you who played in DefJam Fight for New York, the only way you can win is by knocking them out. In DefJam 1, it was almost kind of like ghetto wrestling, which I kind of liked actually, because you could actually like pin them too. And I like that about the game. But still, probably the favorite would be DefJam Fight for New York. That was the better out of the three games. But DefJam Icon, that was a complete waste of crap. The storyline, how do I put this? The storyline was okay, but one of the big things that ticked me off about the game is that the controls to like make you guys fight were a lot harder. I don't know how else to put it, to punch and kick and do special moves and all that. And the one thing that really got on my nerves is I guess it's the only way it's been a while since I played it, but the one thing that to do your special or whatever it is, you had to do that turntable move for your character before you could do your special. I could never get the turntable thing down, so I think the game was twice as hard for me. I could not do it. I did not understand how to do it. I've tried to read the manual to understand how to do it. I could not get down. I just couldn't do it. I hated that you had to do that in the third game to get to power your guy up or whatever it was. I did not like that about the game. I hated it. Like I said, I did not like it. Out of the three, my favorite was DefJam Fight for New York. And this comes to the part where, with RockBand, I wish you would come out with another game, with another Def Jam. Because the first two were good, and if I believe that if you followed up with how the first two were, the game would go good. It would probably even sell. My only advice to you is if you've made one, and I hope you do, another Def Jam game for the new systems coming out, follow after the first two games and not the third. Drop the whole turntable thing. Go back to the first two to where it's a more in-depth storyline. The fact that with two. With the second game, how you could in the one sequence you could choose which girl you wanted your character to have, and then it gave you that choice later on that if you wanted you could switch to I think it was Carmen Electra if you didn't want to have your current girlfriend anymore. I love that about the game, and just everything that especially 2 had, I loved about. I wish you would put in the fourth game if you make one, which I hope you do. Unlike RockBand 3, like I said, where there was one little small thing I liked about RockBand 3, besides the storyline for DefJam Icon that I thought was there was nothing I really liked about DefJam Icon. I honestly, sorry guys, I thought the game was horrible. I really did. I liked the first two. I still play the first two. Yes, I still have a PS2. And yes, I still do play them. Because the games, let's face it, the games, in my opinion, were awesome. This is why I hope you make the game another Def Jam game. And if you do, please follow what you did with the first two games and not the third. Like I said, Def Jam Icon was flippin' retarded. It was, plain and simple. I did not like it. I really didn't. I don't even have it. Like I said, I have the first two games, and I still play them. I don't even have the Def Jam Icon because I didn't like it at all. The storyline was but that was about it. So please, 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 please take my advice. And make another DefJam game, and when you do, follow after the first 2 games with storyline, with the fighting style, with the choices you can make throughout the game. And if you could, you know, put, like, no offense to the artists that were in the first 2 games, except for, like, a few, like Snoop Dogg, you know, Fat Joe, you know who they were. But, like, if you just make another game, put, like I said, no offense, but put some more, keep the ones that you normally put in the games, but also put some, like, more well-known artists in there, like, if you can, like Eminem, Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit, even. You know, you could always put Snoop Dogg and Ludacris and all them in there, because we know who they are. But, like I said, just with a lot of the old school rappers you throw in there, also, like, if you make another game, throw in some new, from some more well-known ones as well. Like I said, no offense to all the rappers that were in the past 2 games. So, yeah, just please take my advice if somehow, which I doubt it, but somehow you watch this video or somehow this video gets to you, take my advice and make a 4th game, make a 4th DefJam, and make it like the first 2, please. I probably covered all I wanted to about that, about what I wanted to say. I know this video might have seemed a little short, so if it has, I apologize. I wanted to do one more thing before I left for tonight. I wanted to give a quick review. For those of you who know, recently, it's been a couple weeks now, but recently I went to a anime convention called Otakon. I just wanted to give a quick review of that real quick. It was my first time going, and I freaking had a blast. I met so many nice people. I ran into so many awesome cosplayers. I even ran into some old friends that I met at a previous convention. Just Otakon in general was awesome. If any of you are considering going to another convention, when you're considering to go to a convention, for next year, please consider Otakon. Take my advice. It is an awesome convention. It's just phenomenal. Between all the awesome cosplayers, all the awesome panels and workshops and everything they have there, it's a really good. It's a really good place to spend your time. It's a really good convention, period. Like I said, I had an awesome time. I bought a lot of stuff. I talked to a lot of nice people. So, you know, just quick shout out for once again to Super Nate-tastic, ATT Jazz, Bonnie and the rest of you, and to DTP. It was nice to watch you guys at your dance gathering. And also to Cosplay Star Dance. You guys were phenomenal. Your dance gathering was flipping fantastic. I hope to run into all of you again, hopefully soon. So once again, I had an awesome time at Otakon. I'm definitely going to come back next year. And I hope, like I said, that I'll run into some Ians again who I ran into at Otakon this year. And just trust me, if any of you are considering going to a convention next year, consider Otakon, because like I said, I am almost guaranteeing you will have a blast. Well, that's about it for this episode of The Rant. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please stay tuned. Stay tuned in for the next one. And I will catch you all again next time, alright? Much love. Peace.
So maybe I should follow the real world instead. Maybe I should start smoking some weed. Or maybe go ahead and take